Hey guys, welcome back to The Healthy Human. Today's video is going to be all about what I wish I had known before beginning my weight loss journey. I have actually done a video on my personal weight loss journey. I go into a lot of detail, so this is like a part 2. All of these tips I explained today I have learnt myself. I do believe that if I had known these tips from the start, I would have progressed a lot quicker and I definitely would have worried less about what other people thought of me. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get stuck into it. So number 1 is weight loss is not a quick fix. When I was young, so maybe about 10, I thought that running around and jumping on furniture would help me lose weight and make me skinny. I also lost a lot of weight really quickly when I was 14, and then when I gained it all back and then tried to lose it again, I couldn't understand why it didn't work. Long-term change takes a long time. You have to indent these behaviours in your brain. You have to turn your unhealthy habits into healthy habits, and this goes by changing your default settings in your brain. For example, then if you know you had to go to the gym but then you started to doubt it, you sat on the couch, you thought, oh, I'll just deliberate it for a bit. Except now, when you know you have to go to the gym, you just put your runners on and you just go. That's just the default setting has changed. Now when it's gym time, you know that you just go straight away and you don't need to hesitate at all. I guess what I'm trying to emphasize is that your quick fixes, you know, your few weeks challenges or your detox 2 weeks, they're not long lasting. Those habits you might be able to maintain for those 2 weeks, but after that you're going to want to go back to how you used to eat. You might gain weight a lot quicker and then it'll just be a big mess. So you're better off slowly starting, making small changes and ones that you know that you're going to be able to maintain for the rest of your life. Number 2, don't be embarrassed to tell people. So keeping everything to yourself in terms of your health and fitness goals can be really difficult, especially if you live in a household full of people who don't have the same goals as you. And most people are very supportive anyway. If you said to them, you know, I want to lose a few kilos or I want to start eating healthier, usually they're going to be very supportive of you. Everyone has to start somewhere, so if you tell a few people, this can also keep you accountable. It can make you a lot more motivated if you have someone in your corner saying, you know what, you're doing a really good job, keep it up. Number 3 is you do not owe people an explanation. If someone wants to question as to why you said no to the chocolate or the dessert, or why you're not drinking, or why you have to go to the gym again this week, then they can, but it doesn't mean that you have to explain yourself and listen to their comments, especially if they're being negative. You are making a healthier choice for you, and if they don't accept that, well, that's their loss and you don't have to explain that to them. And at the end of the day, it's their problem. Number 4 is healthy is not boring. If you follow a flexible dieting approach, then you literally don't have to cut out any food groups. You just have to fit them into your calories if you're counting, or your macros, or you can just have them in moderation if you're just generally trying to be healthier. Even if you follow a vegan lifestyle, there are so many recipes and meals out there that you can find that taste amazing and that you wouldn't even think that are vegan to start with. You just have to do your research, and this is the same as workouts. There are so many challenges and workouts to follow online. Even Pinterest has, you know, workouts you can do. You don't have to do the same things every day if you don't want to, and there is plenty of resources out there that can help you along. You just have to be willing to try new things, new experiences, take your time in developing your meal plan or your workout plan, and once you find your rhythm or stuff that you like, it honestly makes things so much easier. Number 5 is you never have to restrict yourself. As I mentioned before, you can have anything you want as long as it fits into your new healthy lifestyle and aligns with your goals. I personally eat pretty healthy most days of the week, but currently my afternoon snack is ice cream. I've found that balance that, you know, in the afternoons that's when my sweet tooth hits, so I know that I might as well just have something sweet rather than starving myself or binging on a bunch of foods or anything like that. And if I know that I'm going to have a big night where I'm going to go out and have big meals, you know, I'm going to have a few drinks, then throughout the day beforehand I will just eat small meals. I'll be a bit more mindful. I'll have more veggies, more salad, But yeah, it's all about just preparing. You don't have to restrict yourself at all. And just note that you never ever have to starve yourself. You can enjoy all the foods you love, you just have them now in a more balanced way. And at the end of the day, you only have one life. You know, if you have an opportunity to do something that you know you're never going to do again, of course, go out, indulge, have a good time, and just don't worry about, you know, eating too much or anything like that. Just enjoy yourself. Number 6 is there is no right way. Everyone is different and everyone has different needs. You personally might thrive better off high carb or low carb or low fat, dairy free, gluten free, vegetarian, vegan, etc. It's all about finding a lifestyle that suits you and makes your body feel amazing, and also something that you know you will be able to maintain throughout your life. You also might be someone that likes to work out in the morning instead of at night time. Or you might love to run or swim or only lift weights. Don't listen to those people that say, oh, this is the only way that you can lose weight or be healthier, because that's not true at all. If finding your balance means you have to try every single option and plan out there, then you do that. I am lucky that I've found my balance now. It was a lot of trial and error and it took a very long time, but I find it so worth it for how I feel now. So if you're struggling with where you're eating or your lifestyle at the moment, switch it up, do something different. Maybe you saw someone else benefit from this type of training and you might want to give it a go because it might be also good for you. Or maybe you want to reduce your gluten intake, or you feel like you have some sort of intolerance to dairy. You've just got to switch things up. You've got to try new things and find the thing that works for you. Number 7 is it is easier to do it or part of it with someone else. As I mentioned before, it is a lot easier if you don't keep it to yourself. My family knows that I quite often cook my own meals, including dinners, so they don't bother getting extra food that I don't eat. Or even when we're serving up dinner, they'll be like, oh, do you want this as well? Or do you want to take your food before we mix everything together, or everything like that. So I'm really lucky in that sense that they understand that I have different goals to them and they don't really have anything to say about it. They just go and do it. Not to mention, going to the gym with my brother is also so much fun. Like, we listen to the same music while we're working out, and yeah, it's just a lot better than when I'm by myself. So even if there is someone in your life that wants to do the workouts with you, or they just want to do the healthy eating, or they even just want to go on a few walks with you a week, that would be awesome, and it helps at least one part of your lifestyle and makes things a lot easier. And knowing that you have someone to do it with and you're not going through it alone, it's more motivating and really does help. Number 8 is celebrate your small wins. I learnt this one not too long ago. So don't set a massive goal that you can only celebrate it once you actually achieve it. If your goal is to eat less sugar and one day you decide to have a piece of fruit instead of a piece of cake, celebrate that. If it's something that you've never done before, be proud of that. Or if your goal is to lose 10 kilos and you only lost 300 grams this week, that's okay. That is 300 grams closer to your goal. You should be proud of yourself. Progress is progress and you should be proud of yourself. So set small goals that lead up to the bigger one. I promise it's much easier to keep motivated if you are achieving goals every so often, maybe once a week, every few weeks, instead of one just every 6 months. Number 9 is no one's really going to care or make a big fuss. Fitness and a healthy lifestyle is a big part of society nowadays. If you want to go out for dinner and eat a salad because you actually like salads, then do it. No one's going to look at you funny because you ordered a salad for dinner. I genuinely love eating salads. Like, I eat one most days. No one's also going to care if your schedule includes going to the gym every night. If they really supported you, then they would understand that this is your life and this is how you want to live it. They would support you. And if they don't, then they really don't have your best interests at heart and they don't understand. And then you don't either. Also, stop thinking that in the gym everyone's focused on you. If you're new in the gym, and you walk in, you think everyone's going to be looking at me, I'm not fit or anything. I promise no one is. Personally, when I go to the gym, I'm in the gym for myself. I don't look at anyone else. I might look at someone and be like, wow, I love her leggings, or wow, she has really great arms, or something like that. Or he's really strong. It's nothing like, oh, they look so unfit or they shouldn't be here at all. I promise no one's thinking that. Everyone's got their headphones in, they're focused on themselves and they just want to get in and get out. So that is also important if exercise is something that you're new to, that's important to remember. And most people are very understanding in the sense that they also began where you were. They were never that fit or that strong. Everyone's a beginner at some stage. So just be confident and just go in there and try your best. Number 10 is you will need to go through a great deal of trial and error. As I mentioned before, there is no right way to a healthy lifestyle. Everyone is different. I went through a cardio only stage, not for me. I went through an early morning stage where I would work out before work, so at like 5:30, 6 a.m. Not for me. I don't think I stuck with it longer than 2 weeks. Just the early mornings were just really hard. Like I always used to go to bed late and then I would never get enough sleep and I was really exhausted. Although when I did go to the gym in the mornings, I did feel really good afterwards, but it was just not maintainable for me. There was a stage where I go for a run every day and that worked for a while I was younger, but now my knees just hurt too much. I do love running and I do run a few times a week, but every day it just doesn't work for me. I also tried keto for a week because I wanted to see what it was like, and that is definitely not for me. I love carbs and lots of veggies, way too much. It has taken me about 7 years to find my rhythm and I'm still figuring things out. In saying that, it probably wouldn't have taken me that long if I had probably educated myself from the start and had people to do it with. Now I eat a flexible diet. I have a cheeky little snack in the afternoon. I have big breakfasts pretty late, about 10, 11 a.m. because that's usually when I'm hungry. And then I have light dinners, so just meat and salad. I weight train about 5 days a week. I do HIIT sessions maybe once or twice a week. I go for walks when I can. I wake up between 6 and 7 a.m. pretty much every morning depending on work. I go to bed about 10 p.m. every night, or that's the aim anyway. And I also fit this around my basketball schedule, so my basketball games and my trainings each week. It really does work. You just have to be patient, and I'm so glad that I figured it out all for myself, and you just have to do the same. Number 11 is education is everything. The more you educate yourself, the more you will succeed. For example, I don't think it's necessary for everyone to count calories or macros, but I do think people should be aware of these figures. It really will open your mind up to what is in certain foods, especially the ones that you are consuming on a regular basis. For example, how much protein you're actually consuming, for your needs, especially if you're weight training, how much sugar is in your breakfast cereal. If you also have a specific body goal, such as build muscle, there are ways to do this, so you need to read up. Also, educating yourself on the benefits of just food, sleep, exercise, it's really, really important. And there's always resources that you can go to, on the internet. There's a bunch of studies and there's workout programs that come with, in-depth introductions about calories and foods, protein intake, fat intake, and everything like that. There's nutritionists and dietitians, PTs, all kinds of doctors. So if you have a specific lifestyle in mind, research that topic, educate everything there is to know, and then see if that works for you. Number 12 is you will change, but for the better and not in ways you would ever imagine. This is probably my favourite point, and I did save it for last because of that. Yes, your body will change, but also so will your habits, your self-esteem, and your confidence. I love my body how it is. It's not exactly where I want to be, but I don't feel anywhere near as self-conscious. Doing things I love and doing things for my body and my mind has made me come out of my shell a lot more. My confidence has shot up and I'm a much less reserved person. I'm way more open to people and new opportunities. I am happier, more motivated, more productive, and generally just a better person to be around. Being more healthy doesn't have to be just about weight loss. It can just be to feel more confident in yourself or become a more positive person. The benefits of finding a lifestyle that works for you are endless, and I'm so thankful that I have finally found mine. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun and really eye-opening for me to do. I was listing these things down and reflecting on how far I've come, and it really is a testament to yourself when you know that you've come from one side of the spectrum, not knowing anything about healthy eating or healthy lifestyle or anything, to now being in a body and a lifestyle that I love and I feel great in. I hope this video helps you find your balance in some way and helps you feel better about yourself, whether it's just confidence or body shape or better sleep or motivation or better skin or anything like that. Please like, comment and subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. I would really, really appreciate it. See you next time.